All right. Let's get started. I've got to hook up a few cables that I had unplugged earlier. There will not be any music from Metroid Prime 2, unfortunately. As much as I love them, I was actually listening to the soundtrack at work today. um, but Nintendo gets really weird with their music sometimes. So typically don't play the music in those. Like I don't do when I do my Metroid speedruns there without music. Um, so I think this is the right button. No, that's not the right button. That's the record button. This is the right button. Yes, there we go. I've put myself down here because that should be a safe spot where I won't be in the way. Okay. We're not playing on the original GameCube because my GameCube is long gone from this world. Um, so this is the Wii, which I finally managed to get unboxed and hooked up to the switcher, and my phone's being done with the Wi-Fi. Unless I'm about to get kicked off of stream and Discord, and the phone's just been the first one to pick up. Nope. Okay. No, I found the Wi-Fi. But, this was my first introduction to the Metroid series. I think I'd maybe seen a little of like the original Metroid game and didn't register what it was because I was like, oh hell. Let's see. Let's see. The GameCube came out. I was 8. Yeah, would have just turned 8, I think. Um, but I didn't get this game until quite a while after that. Metroid Prime 1 had already like come and gone, and I think Metroid Prime 2 was still on store shelves. Because I think I got my copy at Walmart, and then I got my copy of Metroid Prime 1. Oh, wow, that's some fuzzy text. Um, okay. I hope my GameCube controller is up to this. This poor thing is old. Okay, let me get used to the tank controls real quick. I've actually been thinking about going back to these for the remaster speedrun. Holy 480p. Okay. R is aim, L is lock on, A is fire. Y is missiles. Okay. Alright. My muscle memory's taken over. Well, I'm probably gonna want to try and push, like, Y to switch visors, because... I remember falling down it, playing this the first time, falling into the room and just seeing all the corpses and stuff. Trying to pay attention to like certain details while I'm playing through this. Just like because the next time I play this is probably going to be a speed run. So it's been God, how many? I think I've replayed this towards the end of 2020. So it's not been like a super long time. Well, of course that was the Wii version that I played in 2020. And even then like I was kind of like just going through them all almost like a speed run type thing. So when the first time I played this game, this hallway stumped me for like a good 30 minutes. I could not figure out what the hell I was supposed to do. And what you've noticed, if I've just, walk around and keep turning and all that, and the solution is here. I walked around this stupid panel for like 30 minutes. Of course, now I like, oh, there's the obvious glowing cables on the ground. I don't understand what all of this is like. Why would Federation troops have their own like blueprints pulled up? I'm stuck. Help. Oh, ambient noises. I think I ever noticed those before. Of course, the map station over here, but oh yeah, this room. I feel like this room was specifically created to screw with speedrunners. Just trying to lock onto that. I don't think it's a lot easier on the Wii version when you can just look up. Of course, the log files. That's one of the things I always thought was neat about the Prime series is you could always with the scan feature you get as much or as little as you want when it comes to like the backstory. It's like you can play it, you can never scan anything, and oh, okay, planet was here, inhabited by the moth people. Meteor came, smacked into it, bad spoopy creatures started coming out. So I'm curious, were these in this room Like all of these like insect holes. Were these they burrowed in here through these. These weren't here when you built this, surely. Because if I walked into a room and I saw all of this, I'd be like, I need to get the fuck out of here. There is very clearly some kind of large creatures that make their home here, and I don't want to be around it. I think I'm walking on a body. Sorry. It's a little bit darker in here, and these things actually freaked me out as a kid because I never played any zombie games or anything. Hi! I'm doing quite well. Wait, hold up. This is... It's going well. 242 wounds. So this thing doesn't show up again for like 2 areas. Interesting though, they never... You find a couple of dead ones here. They never actually... They don't show them anywhere else. Assuming they're like the dark, corrupted versions. Oh, one more. Also, again, surely all of this was not here when they started building this place. There's a no soliciting thing in the first time chatter. One moment. Of course, this being my entry into the Metroid series, I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like, why is there a dark version of me? The other Grinchler. This looks like it'd be an adult Grinch. Maybe not an adult Grinchler. It's definitely bigger than the normal ones. Actually, it might be an adult. That's right. I don't think you ever see any Grinchlers on the temple grounds, though. They're all in Torbus. Of course, I had no idea what Phazon was, so I had no idea what was so important about the blue stuff in the background. Was it of the two ways that she loses her abilities in the Prime series? This one at least makes some kind of sense. I'm not sure how we got yanked backwards into the portal, or how they managed to steal the systems in that short amount of time, but it works a little bit better than we got thrown up against a wall slightly. And then, of course, all this stuff that they tell you is offline, and you're like, I didn't even know I had it. It's like they don't... Well, okay, yeah, they... like, I don't even think you can use a power bomb before you actually get them later. I'm Rebel. You... Oh my... Help. I don't think we needed a cutscene for this. Not sure how I feel about the translator doors. I guess they're not really any different from getting a beam weapon or something, but oh, I forgot to turn the hint system off. I'll say, as the hint system goes, it's probably one of the least egregious, because it just kind of like shows you it shows you the room and what area it's in, and leaves it up to you to figure out how to get there. Was that gonna take me back downstairs? I mean, shouldn't you have done that a bit earlier? Oh my gosh. feel like I might be coming down with a cold, and I'm not happy about it. My nose is doing the thing that it usually does right before I get the full blast the next morning. Can I... Watch it, like, put me up there by the scanned thing. See, I wouldn't have made this a cutscene. I think the moment you heard something start moving, you'd have probably looked to that thing. See ya. And then you can actually... I can get the aim right. Pop one there. Come on, charge it. Ow. Come on. Pretty sure I can kill you through this. Can I not? Stick your leg back through. Yeah, okay. What's the... Also, this menu... I didn't like this as a kid. I thought this menu is annoying. It's kind of grown on me in the years since. Sound effects volume. Okay, that's at 100. There we go. Music volume, unfortunately, has to say... Okay, brightness is fine. That, yeah, that made things look a little bit more round. Visors, oh my gosh, that system off. Store, head leg, visor opacity. That's some incredible options for the controls there. And there's this. You don't have to scan this. Nope. Kind of wish they had done a little bit more like what Metroid Prime 1 did, where they let you play around with the powers and abilities just a little bit more before you lost them. So there is a way to, like, skip this cutscene coming up here. I can never... It's like a certain... I think I've managed to pull it off once. There's like a little... The geometry will slide you up there. Eh. Eh. Oh. Eh. Come on. So how much air control? So there's just that little bit of downward movement when you jump. Also, your arm cannon is not in that square. Also, I had the music set to 0. This still has music. Oh well. Of course, having never played the originals when I first played this either, I had zero context for who the Galactic Federation were. I was like, it's like, okay, typical sci-fi future galaxy-spanning ruling body. Which, really, that's about all they ever are in the games. I think they probably do the most with the Federation and 3 and Other M. We don't talk about that other 3DS game. That one doesn't exist. So where did the hole in the ship come from? Was that part of the storm thing? other one. Those... That... Hold on. I'm gonna choke, apparently. That is the one thing I think this game has a problem with, is some of the abilities are very anticlimactic to get. Because you just kind of like walk up, you like walk into them. Like to get the missile launcher in the last game, you had to have a boss fight. They do the same thing with it in 3 though. You just kind of like, it's there in a room. And I think some soldier points it out. It's like, go get your missiles. One there. Can I hit this? Yeah, there we go. Don't that one... Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, there's one up there. Oh well. Might as well scan this. I'm not gonna try and go for... Every time I've gone for 100% scans, I always forget one of them. It never fails. I always forget one of the missable scans. That the kinetic launchers are one of them. Because eventually you'll have activated all of them. And you can't scan them anymore. Or I like forget to scan a boss or something. Usually Chica. I usually forget one of Chica phases. Oh. Should have shot a few of those, see if I can get my missiles back. My mic is just picking up everything today. Probably definitely gonna be picking up the controller. I'm pretty... Doesn't this activate if I like try to walk around it? Yeah. If forced, like, no. No, you have to do the boss fight. Did one of you little shits give me missiles? No? Okay. Oh. So his first form's harder to dodge than his second. Seems like the second one locks into where it's gonna jump much earlier than like where phase one almost kind of like predicts where you're gonna go, whereas phase two seems to like lock onto where you're standing and jump towards that. There's just enough of a delay that you don't have to do any shenanigans to dodge. First one you kind of have to bait. Holy shit, that's why I'm cold in here. One moment. I'm sitting here wondering, like, why in the world am I cold? And it's because I'm like just wearing a normal shirt. Because I had family visiting, so I walked over to see them. I'm just sitting here in a normal shirt, not my usual house robe, which is nice and warm, and it's like, huh, okay, much better. I'm not cold anymore. And I have coffee. Of course, again, going back to this being my entry to the series, I had no significance of the meteor hitting the planet. I never really do much. Of course, like Prime 3 didn't exist, so or if it did, it was like in the infant stages. Because they're like, okay, well, there's a thing with meteors, and that was about as far as I got. Meteors and phazon. Of course, this phazon's never really mentioned much in this outside of the pirates and Dark Samus stuff, and all that's like kind of off to the side, um, until it's just inexplicably in the Emperor Ink's boss room. But they never really do a lot to. It's like, oh yeah, the planet got struck and was split into two dimensions, and the Ing were created. And I mean, the Ing is like dark Luminoth, I guess. But then the Ing also seem to be like the majority of the species on Dark Ether, or some form of Ing. And they never really do much to explain like what they are. And then just inexplicably in Metroid Prime 3, there's like Phase Ing that show up. unlike Phase and the Valhalla. I think it's the Valhalla that you have to like go through the training ship. Also, what's with the giant circles on the planet? And then planetary energy is just a thing. Also, they can just interface with our technology at will. Of course, Samus is wearing Chozo tech, so it's like, Of course, one of their things does mention that they ran into the Chozo during their travels. I think they might even mention another species that ends up getting used in 3, but I can't remember. Is this... I think this would actually have a... the Kren, the Yila, and the okay, no, it doesn't. Mentions the Chozo, and that's it. Okay, it just would not let me through that door. Of course, we're over here. So the elevators were one thing that were improved in Prime 2. In Metroid, it was like anytime you got a new ability, you could no longer skip the cutscene. Or maybe it was every new suit, but in this one you only have to do... You only have to like go up and down each elevator once. Then you can skip the takeoff and landing scenes at least. Now I don't have any missiles. Thank you. Hey, energy tank. No, pardon me, excuse me. I don't know why they had a cutscene for that one. I think that's the only one of those that has a cutscene. Missiles! That's literally the only thing in my brain that sticks from Destiny 2. Is Zavala's voice actor yelling missiles. Stay inside my shield. That's the only thing that stays in my brain out of that game, fortunately. Ugh. I'd like to do a comparison. I don't areas in Prime. I don't need to actually fight you. Areas in Prime 2 feel so much smaller. And I guess maybe it's because of the whole light dark thing, but I don't think they're actually smaller. I think they're relatively like just as big. I think Prime 1, like, overall might have more, just because it has more zones. Because this only has the 4 plus dark variants. Whereas you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zones in Prime 1. Keep going. And Space Pirate. They're so wildly different between the 3 games. Like in the like 2D Metroid games, they all kind of look the same. You just chilling up there? Get down here. I missed. Um, like the purple and green, like kind of insectoid head with the scythe-like arms. That kind of is fairly consistent across the 2D games. Whereas Prime 1, 2, and 3, they all look vastly different. I think I probably prefer this version. The Prime 3 ones are just a bit weird. Big worm. Ow. I lost it. Samus, we need to have a conversation about target leading. Oh, one more. No! Damn it. Okay. Finish it off with the missile. No, come back. I guess those don't, their timers don't get paused in cutscene. Oh, great, I only have one jump right now. Ugh. I think I could just feel myself slowly getting sick. I'm not happy. This is probably about the best time of the week that I could get sick. Work-wise. That's not going to do me any good. Hello, Mr. Amber Hologram. You know, if they do a remaster of, well, I guess they don't really speak English. They do their weird, like, Luminoff speak. I would like to see a remaster of this with, like, them being voice acted. Just maybe, maybe not. Another thing I always want to do is, as you get abilities, you can come scan these. And they, like, give hints. I don't know why I thought dropping a bomb back there helped me jump to the... I'm used to having the bombless jump from the Wii and the remaster, the Wii versions and the remaster. Well, this one's just gone. I didn't blow it up. So for the longest time, I thought the only way to get this was to get shot back up, but you can just you can squeeze through there without getting shot up. Only I can get out of here. There we go. Get through the doorway. Ow! Landed on my head. Gosh, that takes so much to kill without the light beam. Even by the sense of the time, the dark version doesn't really look that good. It's gone now. No. Get back up there. No! Damn it. No! Damn it. I have to go through all that again, don't I? Shit! let's not fall off this time. Oh. And then the clouds just happened to part at that exact moment. I think it almost would have been better if they had like used this and the beam just steadily got longer as you added more and more, because they do that later with they do it later with one of the puzzles, like towards the very end after you've gotten the echo visor. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I've been trying to stream it for a couple of days now, and my computer did weird stuff day before, and then the sensor bar wasn't plugged in, and I thought something was wrong with the remote. So, but this is my first foray into the Metroid series. I've been wanting to replay it for a while. I kept hoping, so when I got the urge to replay the first one, they announced the remaster that day. Wait, is it? No, I think it's the other side of this. I have played... Fine, I'll go in here. Oh my gosh, the tank controls, it's been too long. I've played Fusion up till... Nightmare, the boss with the screaming baby face that's also in Other M. I got up to that boss, and I don't know, for some reason I just put it down. I was like, okay, I'll come back later. And never did. I plan to go through all of the Metroid games at some point, but I'm trying to find the right time. I've been primarily streaming Monster Hunter Generations lately, but I got the urge to play this And so I was like, eh. I also, so I've been, I'll occasionally, like, do a glitchless speed run of the first one. And I've been wanting to do that for this one, but I don't have a save. So I can skip the cutscenes. Oh god, the first Ing fight. Okay, that took me way longer as a kid. I felt like I was fighting that thing for ages. The Ing genuinely scared me as a kid. I don't know why. Like, so many other things should have scared me more so than the Ing, but... Alright, thank you for the follow. I think this is probably the one thing that I don't have my alerts set up on. I don't know why I'm shooting those. I don't need anything. Also, the health drain from the atmosphere used to... I was always so scared of that. And then along came a little game called Dark Souls. And Dark Souls 3 and Poison Bogs and... So somehow Dark Aether's not that scary anymore. I could do the bomb. Okay, I'm gonna try and work my way around just to... Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna spend the entire, like, 10 minutes required to shoot the boss to 1 hit point. But if you come here, yeah, with the stitch, I think I missed him. Oh. There we go. A couple of shots. I think he's... Oh, that hit him. And then you come down here. And oh hey, boss's health is missing. Another reason I want them to remake this is I want to see all of the... I want to see all of the online rage from Spider Guardian and Boost Guardian. I want to introduce a new generation to those two. No! Like one good charge shot away. No! Stop it! There we go. I will say, I think this is a better icon for them than what was in. I think Prime 1 literally just shows Samus's, like, bottom half of the leg and foot inside of one of the item containers. Or, no? Okay, hold on. Now that I've said that, I don't think that's correct. Metroid. Wait, is this the place where I've been going? Metroid Prime. Power-ups. Upgrades. Show me the space jump boots. Okay, no, it was... They're the actual boots. I'm so busy speedrunning that game that I don't actually pay attention to anything in it anymore. I could go over the temple, but I'm gonna have to go over there later anyway, so. Ew. Stop it. Was it? Okay, well, before I die. There's a spot in this game, and I can't remember where. Okay, I need to stop. I'm gonna kill myself. There's a spot in this game where you can like barely see a light beacon through the floor, and you can shoot it and it will activate from the damage, the area damage. I can't ever remember exactly where it's at. I think it's in both the GameCube and the Wii versions. Oh, you guys. Actually, there's no reason for me to go that way. Other than a save station. Oh yeah, I think there's a amber door and a missile expansion up here. Nobody. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to lock on to the bit of it that was hidden in the wall.
Huh, so that's not just like walking through the plant causing that. They actually put a... Why is it so far away from it? Like, shit, it doesn't gradually increase as you get closer to the plant. It's like a... Yes. Ow. It's there, or it's not, and then it is. Here, jump on the statue's head. Which is apparently the statue of a child warrior. Scan it. Deter the child hero of Aegon, once a lowly acolyte squire. So they, I think in Metroid Prime 4 or in Metroid Prime 1, they use years. In Metroid Prime 2, they use cycles, and then I think they're back to years in 3. This is why you don't stand next to explosive barrels. Oh. You mind? So this is another one-time scan. Because these turrets only show up here in one other place, but this is the only time that they're actually controlled. So in a bit, probably maybe 20-30 minutes, we will actually use this turret to destroy these things. But for whatever reason, while they're being operated by the pirates, they can't. Yeah, I kind of want the missile expansion. I am curious as to how they like figured out you were here at that moment. I always have a memory of that space pirate like shaking his fist. Like when I replay scene of the gate closing in my brain, he's always shaking his fist. Like, he's like, "Oi, what are you doing? I'm standing here." And then I see the scene, and it doesn't. And I'm like, why do I remember him shaking his fist? Or it shaking its fist. Also, I feel like that's a really bad security system that has it unlock. It's another thing they don't use ever again, I don't think, is them, like, shooting through glass. Oh, hey, look who it is. That missile just disappeared. Wow. Okay. What do I keep getting stuck on? No, no. Thank you. Also, playing the Metroid, having never played the Metroid series when I got to those, is like, oh, these are Metroids. But then they're such a small part of this game. And I was so confused as like, what? Also, it's kind of we weird that they call the game Metroid. When you think about it, it's almost like the Legend of Zelda. It's like, but you never, like, Zelda's a part of it sometimes. Well, more so than not, but like you canonically control Link. And so, like, what was... Similarly, there's, Actually, is there a Metroid game without a single Metroid in it? I don't think there is. Maybe... Does Fusion not have Metroids in it, maybe? Do I care enough to go get that? No, I don't. This one goes down, right? Yes. Also, we're about to get literally I feel like it is the single most pointless cutscene in this game. Even more pointless than the one for the elevator and okay, actually no, that one might be the most pointless. This is definitely one of the most pointless cutscenes though. Like, yes, it made stairs. What did you think I was doing? Also, I like this puzzle. Not well, it's not really a puzzle, but just this idea of like having to make your way through the lasers while also creating a like a future path so you don't have to. Ow, ow, ow. Right. Also, I'm pretty sure the sound effect for these lasers is also used in um ow, 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 ow. Spider-Man 2 Inner Electro for the PlayStation 1. I think they're used for the lasers in the labs just before you get to Lizard. Okay, I should probably save here. I've not saved since before the translator module. So, are there Metroids in Dread? There's the X in Dread, but are there Metroids? I can't remember. Which I should go back and finish Dread. I didn't finish it. I got to the last boss and didn't really it started to wear on me. It has too many phases. Oh, one moment. It has too many phases and it does the it, every 2D game does it. I don't like it though. Um and that's you just touch an enemy and take damage and I've never liked that. Also the dash in Dread doesn't have iframes, which annoys me. That would actually I think it has some iframes, but like I don't know, I kept dashing into the boss and taking crap tons of damage. And I've managed to work my way through like 4 phases before I was like, okay, I'm so done with this boss. But they added the rookie mode, so I might go back and do it. I hate trying to keep target lock on you. All right, shotgun. Yep. Phase 2. Oh, hold on. If it's a suspected spam call, just send it to voicemail. That's not set up. I really don't like the phase 2. Oh my gosh, you actually used something other than the... Oh, there we go. Moveset needs just a little bit more variety. It just tends to spam the charge and the super missile. Like, in all of the times that I've played this, I don't think I've ever actually seen her use that ability in phase 2 that she just used. Also, while I kind of like the idea of progress bars for the, like, percentages of, like, logbook completion, I think it shouldn't have been there for bosses. Because having it, be, like, Dark Samus 1, and you see, like, oh, 25%, you're like, maybe I should go back to the tank controls for my Metroid Prime speedruns. So much easier to switch beams with the tank controls instead of the, like, button combo that you have to do if you're using twin stick. Alright, I gotta remember my way around here. Can you please hit that beacon? Thank you. Over here, and then we blow this up. I'm gonna use the dark beam. Thank you. I actually didn't know if it was gonna be close enough for that. Man, ow. Actually, wait, was this a spot? No. I'm gonna be checking every door in Dark Aegon for that stupid beacon until I find it again. Man, it's amazing what your brain will do, because I remember these graphics being so much better. But I guess, I mean, like, I was coming from the PS1, so... Oh. No, stop it. Okay. This is another set of pointless cutscenes. I hate these cutscenes. Why? You don't need to show me that. It's the, It's like when you're going through the, Oh, shoot. It's not the jump button. Um... When you're going through the pirate frigate in 1, and it like every time you get all the stuff lit up, it's got to show you where the door's at. And I was like, there's giant glowing cables running to the door. I think I can find it. Is this the one? I am literally checking every door. Oh, come on. I'm still gonna have to shoot a... I love the heat haze. Effect that'll happen. There's a long delay in that sentence. Also, this is like... I mean, I guess technically you find the ice beam the same way. Just to walk into a room and grab it. And there is a fight coming up. I don't... Oh, here's another one-time scan. Because these are the only 2 in the game. And you have to kill them to get through here. Well, I mean, technically, I think you can backtrack all the way. Give me some dark ammo, please. Oh, right. There, fuck you. Give me light ammo. Because we need a lot of it.
I'm of two minds on the ammo system. I know some people don't like it. Some people hate it with a passion. Some people love it. I don't think it adds anything. Like, nothing interesting, at least. I think it would be more important if, like, the basic Ing and the basic shadow creatures that you fought were significantly tougher towards the power beam. So apparently Chozo armor detects symbiotic possession attempts. Oh, another one-time scan. And that is the only one of those that ever shows up in the entire game. Well, two of them. You good, mate? Uh-oh. Done. And then they just give you the key back. Yes. Of course, the problem there is then what about the dark beam? If you make like dark enemies super resistant to the power beam. Oh, whoops. You mind? Come on. You can get me. It's so easy to make. Oh, you moved out of it. So if you make dark enemies super vulnerable to light and super tough against everything else, then so light world enemies should probably be the same with regards to the dark beam. But then you're like, what use is the? Granted, you could have like super tough enemies that you would want to use dark ammo on, and then have your like scrubs that are your power beam for ammo conservation. And there are certainly enemies that you want to use light for, but once you get the super missile, it's like blow that up. there's one more in there. So, stupid child story. I would always try to jump at this part and fail, and spend like hours raging against making that jump. Just don't jump at the pillar. uh. I was a smart child until I wasn't, and then I was really, really dumb. That holds true to this day. I'm very much a forest for the trees person sometimes. Well, that was fast. Oh no, wait, you guys showed up earlier. Never mind. I could probably use the theme. It's not felt like I've been playing this for an hour and 50. Aegon feels so short. I'm basically headed to the boss now. So the key's like right next to it. Great, it's gonna slow down considerably when you hit Torvus. Oh, I forgot to go get an energy tank. Oh well. Surely I can beat a Morbus with one energy tank. Are there ing? I don't think there's ing here now. I think they show up after I kill the boss. Well, I can grab that energy tank on the way out. After I take the energy back. I was hoping it would stand next to that. Ah, get out. So last time I played this, I played a randomizer and literally had almost all of my major abilities before getting to this point. Correction, I'm doing a Morbus with one energy tank. It's fine. You blast the shells off of him, and he drops resources like crazy. I would like as a kid, I would actually just I would go like get a drink or something and wait for my health to go back up to full. So I think if I do light beam, it goes off all at once. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. What? Oh, I lost track of a worm. What? Okay, lock on. Thank you. Turn around here. Oops. Oh, darn. I really don't want to give you time to do your laser light show. Alrighty. Morbus. That was fast. Alright, time for one of the best looking suits in the series. Um, actually, oh, Z's map. There we
Okay, yes, the one I'm looking at. I would like to see a graphical upgrade to this that showed the suit instead of like where the texture like bends with the movement. They could actually like show the armor parts of it kind of like shifting around each other. I'm sure y'all are very angry. So when I did this in the randomizer, I had the annihilator beam by the time I got here, and I just shot one of the jewels that just washed into it. I think I kind of wish they had put up more of a resistance. Um, when you took the energy, like maybe block off this shortcut and like force you to go the long way around. Now, you mind? Because they kind of have a bit of a like half-hearted defense to you taking the energy. Like they don't really try and stop you that much. I can tell that the GameCube controller was made for smaller hands. Ow. Really? I just didn't jump, apparently. Oh, come on. Wow, I cannot hit the door. Hold on. Oh, I had to sneeze. Quick. Oh, can I? Oh, that's interesting. If I just tap the B button, it doesn't do the look down. Even when I double jump. But if you hold it, the camera dips slightly. If I just tap, nothing. Hold, slight dip. Interesting. I wonder. I wonder what the idea behind that was. Like, why specifically? Maybe it's because it's like I have a tendency to grip the controller tighter when platforming, and that causes me to hold the B button. So I wonder if that was the idea of like maybe a little bit of like player psychology going on there, or like planning around player psychology. Have to find whoever handled the programming the controls for retro back then. Another thing, I wish that the like instability had a greater effect on the weather. Because all it really did is make the sky cloudy for Aegon. And I don't think the rain lets up in Torvis either once you finish. Yes, thank you. It's kind of obvious. Should have paid more attention to the skybox beforehand. I'll have to remember to do that for Torvis, because I'm pretty sure it shows the clouds clearing up in Torvis. Yeah, you guys can't even give me a moment to look in peace. Also, really just kind of wish there weren't streak bets in that hallway. Yeah, I'm leaving, don't worry. Also, I'm not really sure how I like the whole report back to Umos thing every time. I honestly think Umos would have been better served off as a or better served as a hologram. That like maybe you would run into on occasions rather than just you completed part 1, go back to start part 2. Have a more like open free form like Metroid Prime 1. Cuz they did that with all of them. It was like they just kind of steadily like this one dropped a bit of the one moment. This one dropped a little bit of the Metroidvania elements, and then 3 just kind of like did away with most of it. Like some of the it started to do a more so like I would kind of like put Metroid Prime 1 into the same bolt as like Dark Souls in terms of the world, like how it wraps around itself and you find yourself coming out in different places of an area you've been through before. Um, whereas Metroid Prime 2 is kind of like Dark Souls 3, where you'll have shortcuts within an area. And we can't go. We have to go talk to Umos. Like there's backtracking in Metroidvanias, and then there's needless backtracking, and it just feels like the coming back to report into Umos every single time. Whereas if the game kind of like led you to Agon, and then like okay, you speak to the one there, the hologram there, and then you like you trek to the different things. There was only ever like the holograms to guide you. Like, yeah, we're all in stasis, just hoping somebody. Well, they wouldn't be all in stasis. I guess there'd have to be one at the temple to defend it. You'd think they'd all be here to defend it. I'm not entirely sure I've ever understood that idea. I'd have to go back and like read through the lore again. Maybe have Umos guiding you through the temple. Instead of having the individual temple defenders, he contacts you through them. Or like through the hologram stations. But he's like, yeah, I'm not opening this door, because if I do, the frickin' Ing will get in. I keep meaning to do it just as, like, for my own references. Ow, rude. To, like, kind of chart the rough course of the areas in the games. Somebody sort of did a thing that showed, like, they had just like a circle map of like the different connections between the different areas in Prime 1, 2, and 3.
and like there were multiple different connections to like each area and back and forth for one, and then two is basically a big circle. Like each area has one connection to the other three. And then Metroid Prime 3 is just you go to space, or you get in your ship and you fly to the next area. Although there is some backtracking and like loops and stuff, but most of it you have to like go to a different, like you got to get in your ship, you have to go to Nori, and you have to get in your ship, go to Brio, get in your ship, go to Pirate Homeworld. Okay, I'm gonna say I don't like this puzzle. Part of it's because I never remember. Which way? Okay. So which side is that one on? Alright. Part of it's these elevators. I think they should have been like active elevators, like you had to step on a switch, and then I always forget the position of these bombs. And I guess I could have gone up the other way and then come down, but I don't really mind this bit. I think this is the only time that they do this. So, you know, it's fine as a little one-off. I don't think this cutscene here is necessary. I feel like a cutscene should be especially with um how I feel like cutscene scenes should be reserved for giving the player information they otherwise would be unable to obtain on their own. Oh yeah, the Grenadier. Ah, the first contact with water. They're so mean with it in this game. They make you wait so long for the gravity suit. Like you really don't have to traverse through a lot of water in Prime 1 before they give you the gravity suit. There's a little bit after Flagra that you have to walk through, which is like your first indication of like, oh god, water movement sucks. And then you drain the pool to get to the ice beam. I think that's like the next bit, and then you go through the bit in Fendrana to get the suit. And there's not a lot there. So you have the suit before you ever really have to do anything major in water. Whereas in this one, they make you suffer. You were almost done with Torvus Bog by the time they hand you the gravity suit. Or the gravity boost. I want to check something here. Okay, so there's a moment where you're above water, and then you're underwater. I'm genuinely curious. Am I really popping down that far? Huh. They are okay, so they are actually moving the camera to be under the water. They're basically like, okay, it's like up to your neck, and then they just pop you down to be fully submerged. I wonder what that looks like from like the above side, like third person view. Especially on the slope. Okay, no, this isn't Grinchler's yet. This is these things. Again, I'm not sure why that had to be a cutscene. Unless maybe it was loading these things. Stop it! No. It's like that. Okay, this water is just as deep as some of that other I was saying, and this isn't doing squat. Not even a ball. Did somebody forget to put the water tag there? Did somebody forget to mark that as water for the purposes of the physics engine? Okay, these things genuinely terrified me as a child. I was so scared of these things. They do take a lot to go down, though. Two fully charged. Can you? There we go. I think I am absolutely getting sick. Like as stream goes on, the cold has started to kick in. Good. Trying to think if I have anything at work that I need to let the boss know about. I think most of what I needed to get done, I got done today. Aside from one of the instructors' computers went out, so I had to like rush around and try and get a replacement, and that was in the process of imaging when I left. Oh, right. I I was always kind of disappointed that your reflected shots didn't hurt you, although I think missiles... Yeah, missiles don't hurt. I I could maybe see the other beams not, but I think the missiles should. So fun fact, you can hide here and they will eventually just go away. I'm not super interested in fighting them without the dark visor. Wonder if they'll leave or she'll put down her gun first. Mistakes were made. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's setting in. It's definitely setting in. Well, this sucks. I really did not want to get sick right now. Well, I guess I have plenty of time to work on my programming. Ow. Oh, I have to go back up there. You can avoid it pretty easy when you don't have to wait on the bombs. You have the jump from the Wii version. Oh, the frame. Should have just shot it when I came in the door. We're gonna jump down and help you, buddy. What? He just froze when he died. Okay. Give me back some dark ammo, please. I was gonna make a comment on how, as a kid, I was always super OCD about having the same amount of light and dark ammo, to the point I would intentionally like use up ammo to make them even. And then it just so happens to have ended, and I was like, oh, it doesn't really bother me anymore that it just happens to end up on 70/70. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, right, that doesn't. So I was perusing through some forums related to Metroid one day, and somebody made the comment of like switching the beam weapons constantly for. It was in reference to the remaster. Talk about how you had to like switch beam weapons, and how in the 2D games typically when you open a door with a beam or a like missile or whatever, it always changes to a blue door. Of course, you have beam stacking in those games, so it kind of makes sense. But they were talking about like the ice doors and the fire doors. Of course, what there's always that one comment that you're like, okay, that's this. I could see where you're coming from, but then somebody was like, get rid of the combat uses for the beams. It's like, oh, they should just be utility, and you use the power beam for DPS. And I was like, It's like, they get boring real quick. I like having the different weapons. It's actually like, I'm not super fond of. I like bits of Prime 3, but it is absolutely the weakest one, and I think a part of that is they went back to the stacking beam weapons for some reason. I think it was specifically just to make room for the motion controlled visor thing. I need to go this way. No, that leads. No, yes, this is the way. Nope, we're not dealing with you. Ah, let me go. So now I need the seeker missile.
Oh, this is regular space pirate shenanigans, I think. Yes, the regular space pirate commandos, which kind of look dumb. Although that didn't kill you. Maybe I'd take back that comment of what I said about the dark beam and light beam enemies. Although ammo still doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I don't have the... Oh no, yeah, no, I have to do the boost guardian before I go get seeker missile. The good thing about Hunter Ing is they are exceedingly stupid. In most cases, you really don't have to fight them. They will kill themselves. I don't know why I keep going to that spot. There's literally no reason to. Because I used to get so frustrated trying to fight the Hunter Ing, and then came to the realization if you just shoot a beacon with light beam and wait a few minutes, they will probably just kill themselves. Not even a few minutes, just kind of wait for them to float through it. I think the only place that you can't do that is there's like a spot with a couple of them in Temple Hive, or in the Hive. Oh, I have to do Boost Guardian with like 2 energy tanks. This is gonna be interesting. How good am I at Boost Guardian? Trying to think of where I even go for more energy tanks. There's probably a couple around if I went like hunting. I think there might be one or two, one on Temple Grounds that I could have gotten. Maybe. All right. I should have swapped a light beam before coming in. No. Wow, he just goes. Oh, well, that was too early. Ow. My suicide approach does not seem to be doing so well. Hit a thing, please. Oh, balls. It just was like, no, I'm not going to hit a pillar for you. Wow. Okay. Oh, I think there's an energy tank behind a couple of light beam doors that I could have gotten. I think it's actually near the Corvus Agon uh transport. There's also one over by where the... Well, no, I need Seeker Missile for that one. Okay, we're fully... fast. Now you hit it when I don't want you to. Okay, well, maybe it's a good thing. Go! Go! Stop it! No. It's actually broken 3 of them this time. Lock onto the little one, damn it! Ow. You not. Ah, stop it! Stop it! No! No! You bastard! I was trying to lock on to the little Ing so I could kill it. And it's just like, no, we're gonna lock onto the big one. It's like I'm mousing or putting the reticule straight over it. No, big one. Ugh. I'm not backtracking for an energy tank. I can do this. Just the 2. Well, okay. That's all. I need to focus on getting it out of pinball as fast as possible. Just take me down here. Where's the other one? Well, not a single health drop from him. Okay, there we go. 1. So no. Ah. Oh. Okay. Oh, that didn't count. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, that's cheating. Hey! There we go. So it took me forever to notice that the boost ball, uh, like these here look like. Of course, you can't really get close to those at the moment. It's almost like the boost ball is engraved in the bottom of this half pipe. Or I guess it is. I couldn't quite remember the patterning. Really? Couldn't quite remember the pattern on the side of the thing from that distance. Alrighty, and let's make sure we save so we don't have to do that again. Here. wrong one. I wonder what the purpose of putting the boost ball there. Of engraving it in the floor. Was it meant to be like, oh, this'll you like get the player's attention because they're totally paying attention to the pattern of lights on the side of Samus's morph ball. And then they'll totally notice the engraving in the floor that I totally didn't not notice for several playthroughs. No. Don't tase me. Man, just that meme is so old now. I don't even know if most people would get it anymore. Do you mind? Might take a minute here and go make some coffee. Also, I liked how I said I was gonna pay attention to detail, to like details and stuff in this game, and I've now just like muscle memory has completely taken over. Trying to get some kind of like ambient noise going while I go AFK for a moment. Also, because I'm okay, good. The capture card is still muted. I'm paranoid about it now. Here, I'll turn that up just a hair. Actually, now I've forgotten where it was before. Shit. Okay, I think it was about there. 24. I'll turn it up to. Okay, I'm okay. I'm paranoid about making it too loud, so I'm just gonna put it here. And enjoy Samus's idle animation while I go get coffee.
All right. I have returned with coffee. I I can feel the sick setting in. Like my ability to care is rapidly plummeting. That's that's what happened when I get sick. I turn into like the most chill individual ever. Uh Used to be way more apparent because I was like way more active. I wasn't really anything you would ever describe as a chill individual. And then I'd get sick and I'd just one person actually like thought that I was on drugs because I was so different than how I normally act. God, I can never remember the colors. Then I think these were... No, it's gonna end up being purple. Oh, no. It was amber. No! I'm sad we didn't get any crimson, uh, translator modules. We get violet, amber, and emerald. And cobalt. But no crimson. Actually, wait. Why did why didn't they use emerald in place of crimson here? Or it's crimson in a later puzzle. But yeah, they use cobalt, amber, and violet, as they like to refer to them. I don't actually know if I like the Seeker missile. Like, I get where it comes from as a concept, but just not sure. It's like, oh, here's more missiles. Is there any real reason I need to go back? Missile Trooper's probably down there now. Is there any... I don't... Other than going to get the Dark Burster, which I really don't want to do. Although it does make... It is nice for Chica. So it probably would be faster to go back. Go back to Torvis and take the Agon transport, because I think it drops you right over there by it. Feel the sinus pressure building up. It sucks. uh, I would get sick in the middle of this. Oh, stop it. Oh, they do jump up there. I don't know if they can jump up here, and I don't really want to wait around to find out. I think it did. I always kept waiting for them to come through the doors, and I was disappointed that they never did. Maybe that's something they could do for Metroid Prime 4 is have an instance where if you're gonna do that, you'd either have to do it late or do it early. Like lull the player into a false sense of security, like okay, everything's normal, and then drop the oh no, they absolutely do. Okay, since I probably won't go for it in a speed run, I'll go ahead and get the travel over to the Dark Burster. Although I'll probably have to call it after that. Oh, this is why I don't like the Seeker missile. I think it is very high. This okay, this is the Icon transport. It's like this can't be the lower Torvis transport. That's supposed to be directly under the temple elevator. I'm part of me is I don't really want to say hyped. Part of me is looking forward to Metroid Prime 4, but then there's another part of me that's like, you know, AAA gaming's not really doing so well these days. Oh, why not? Not like this. This is not the speedrun one. I'm like marginally concerned because it's this. Who is making 4 maybe Retro Studios in name, but it's not the same crew. Like there's been a changing of the guard since then, and I don't know. I'd have to try and find something from Retro Studios that was recent, and maybe try and play it and see how I felt. That we've not heard a single word about it since 2017. It's actually been 7 years. Has me a little bit concerned. Do you mind? Come here. Of course, I stated when I saw the announcement for it, just being the logo. I was like, okay, this is vaporware
until I'm holding it in my hands. This is vaporware until I see the start screen on my own personal device. Also, no, I could have gotten this. Oh, I need to go here, don't I? Nope. Should I not have taken the shortcut? I don't think I should have taken the shortcut. Did you really take 3 to kill? Ugh. Oh my. Oh. Also, that's the one I was thinking about, but the secret missile door is here. So I could have gotten that earlier. And I had an extra one for... I think that is the first and only time I've ever opened that door on the first try. I almost always miss a missile there. Oh, there's our old alarm friend. Oh. I think they give you enough time to scan this. I was thinking there was something I needed to do in that room before I... Oh, it's just barely. So fun fact, if you pay attention, when this thing stops... Actually, I wanna check. Is it before? Or is it after you land on it? Okay, so there's just one there now. But there's a glitch with this thing, and I think it's even in the Wii version, where when you go through this tunnel and land on it, it creates a second instance of it. Yes, there it is. That clunk noise. If you look closely... Where is it? No, not that thing. It's easier to see on the... Yeah, see? The dark green is the second one that showed up. That's just slightly off-center. Barely noticeable. It's... Okay, right there. You can notice it right there. There's 2 blades. Also, I get that the Anger is supposed to be, like, inherently evil. But wouldn't it suck to be the first one through that portal? And you're just like, oh, you just end up in the rock. You're like, huh. I don't know, maybe you can, like, sludge your way through it.
will call it after I get the Dark Burster. Well, get the Dark Burster and find a save station. That way I can go make food before the cold finishes setting in, apparently. Although it's this has happened to me before, where it's done this like, oh you're sick, and then I wake up the next morning and I'm fine, which may very well happen because usually I only get sick like maybe once or twice a year. Or not once or twice a year, like once every 2 years. And some convenient. Come on, group up. Group up. You piece of I don't have enough ammo for it now. You. Come here. Come here. It was your fault. Feel the zombie urge coming on. Oh, let's make tabletops interesting. Where is the nearest save station? Oh, that's where we just. I mean, I'm okay. I can go back to Torvis. We'll take the transport to Lower Torvis, and there's a save station there, and we can start on. I'm probably not going to continue this tomorrow because I'm still doing Monster Hunter. But I'll probably like do Mon Hunt for a few days, take a break, play some of this. Might be able to finish it. I don't know if I could finish it in one more playthrough, maybe 2. And then of course would be the speedrun attempts. Since I won't have cutscenes. Well, I won't have as many cutscenes. Funny how this was the first one that I ever played. And played it to death, but somehow Metroid Prime 1 is the one that I know the best of the 3. Yep, I'm gonna take the break, or I'll that way we can the next time we start we can
dirt and fresh for wet hell. Nope. Okay, made it. Okay. That's gonna be it for me this evening. I'll be back tomorrow. We will probably, if this is a cold that's happening, I'm pretty sure it is, and I really just feel like crap tomorrow. Um, but I'm still good enough to stream. Then we will actually probably come back to this because I will probably not feel like Monster Hunter. GU if I'm sick. And then we'll go from there. But so it will be Monhun or this tomorrow, depending upon how I feel. So until then, have a good one. Take care. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you all tomorrow.